Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Thanks so much for coming by. It is officially summer break for me and my kiddos. We are a homeschool family if you're new to my channel, so we just finished up all of the schoolwork for the kiddos and we're kind of kicking it off, just getting the house in order and starting to figure out what our summer routine is going to be. So I am getting going on organizing and cleaning the house, kind of doing more of the deep cleaning here and there that I don't get to very often. So come along with me if you are needing some cleaning motivation. The kids are busy with me today, just like usual, and I am going to start with some laundry. So I don't usually have a load of laundry to start first thing in the morning, but I did get up early this morning and start a load, which is also kind of unusual. However, I just was up and it needed to get done, so I threw a load of my clothes in. So they're actually done, and I wanted to get these put away first thing so they don't sit all day, because if you guys have been around for a little while, you know that laundry is forever going to be, I think, the chore that I struggle with because it's so hard for me to see it through start to finish. So I'm getting this load put away, and then I'm going to be getting going on the rest of the cleaning for the day. And this right here is so sweet. So I had told the kids that we were going to be filming today, but I didn't let them know that I had actually started because they were still getting themselves dressed and they were watching a quiet show. So Nora came in and she didn't realize that I was filming. So she sneaks out real quick, and then she was asking if she could help. So that was her. Not quite sure if she could come in and help. Usually it's not a problem for them to come in. It's not like they're not allowed to or anything, but that kind of caught her off guard. So she was just checking to see before she came back in.
You're calling, I'm falling. Don't know what it is you do to me, yeah. Where you go, I follow. Let's go out and dance the night away. Going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dance the night away. I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before.
So like I said, it is now summer break for us, and I'm sort of going through that transitional, like, okay, schoolwork is done. I mean, we're going to be doing a little bit of supplemental work throughout the summer, and then we're always going to have some reading time during the days just so the kids don't fall behind. But for the most part, our schedule has to be completely changed around. So I am just trying to figure out like how to keep the kiddos busy and what we're going to be doing. My days are really long with them. My husband works out of state if you are new, and we don't have any family around us. So keeping myself and the kids busy is kind of a chore sometimes. We do live on a couple of acres, so the kids are able to get outside a lot, but we also live in southern Louisiana. So summertime around here is really hot and really humid, which means that it's really difficult to be outside every now and then. So right now I'm just working on figuring out a new routine, but today kicked it off really well. It just gives me the energy to, get my brain going, get creative. I love cleaning and I love to be moving around and being physical. So this was a really, really great way to kind of kick off our summer, just getting going, getting moving, and sort of getting the new routine started.
Chances. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak? I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak? I missed you. Give me that kiss now. I just wanna hold you close to me. I really like you. Do you like me? Don't you wanna see what this could be? I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before. Maybe I am going crazy. Say you feel the same now that we dancing. I'm taking my chances. I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak? I'm going like 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at you when you're on the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready for that heartbreak? Yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I am ready for that heartbreak. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, baby, I am ready for that heartbreak. Heartbreak, heartbreak, heartbreak. Where you go, follow. Let's go out and dance the night away. I am ready for that heartbreak. That's usually how it goes. I have done a billion mistakes before. Maybe I am going crazy.
So something that was suggested to me by one of you guys, I believe it was Leslie, was to check out Pinterest. And there are usually a lot of ideas for like themed days for summer break, which I am curious to try that. I've never tried that with the kids before, just because in the past they've been really young and we haven't really been able to do stuff enough as a group. But now my older 3 kiddos are to the ages where they can do a lot of things together. So this morning, they wanted to paint. And this is why I think this idea would work really well for my kids, because they love crafts, they love activities, and I am just not creative like that. So this morning they were doing painting, and as you can see, they have a little bit of artwork up on the refrigerator. But I thought that was a really neat idea, and I really, really appreciated that suggestion. And if any of you guys have any other ideas, keeping in mind that it does get really hot outside, just things that we can do throughout the summer that aren't in front of a screen and all of that, definitely let me know. Leave them in the comments, share them with each other. I think it'd be great to get that dialogue going, to give moms ideas.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess I dreamed.
So my towel is sitting up there on the faucet just because I cannot leave it anywhere else. I can't drape it over the dishwasher or the oven because of little Avali. So you're going to be seeing that towel up there quite a bit from now on. But now that I've got all the dishes cleaned out and taken care of, I'm going to wipe down the countertops, and I do need to wipe down the cabinets as well. These are something that I need to stay on top of a lot more lately, just because my kiddos do love to make their own meals. So they spill food and they get their little fingerprints all over the place all the time right now. So I am using the Method all surface spray. Right now I'm using the Honeycrisp apple scent. I really love the grapefruit scent. It's probably my favorite, but I would say the Honeycrisp apple is my second favorite. So I am using that right now. I really think it's perfect for summertime. It has a really, really pleasant, clean, slightly sweet smell, and I love the aroma that it leaves in the kitchen afterwards.
Passion in the comatose, baby going down, 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 baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat, yeah, we keep moving like the river goes, baby going down, 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 yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go, this time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know, yeah, now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a
All right, so something else that you guys are going to be seeing a lot more often is my little Roomba. So we have had her for over a year now, and we name her Rosie, which is why you will hear me refer to her as a her. But I didn't use it for quite a while, just because you can see it's kind of beat up on the top, and that is because it will get underneath the cabinets around in the kitchen. And the way the measurements, I guess, the distance between the floor and the bottom of the cabinets is just barely enough for her to squeeze under, but she does still get kind of scraped up. However, the floors are just so difficult for me to stay on top of right now with my kids in and out. Again, we live on a couple of acres, so they are bringing in a lot of dirt and grass and sticks and things like that. It's just really hard to stay on top of the floors. So I am using my Roomba now during the middle of the day. The other reason I didn't use her very much when my kids were doing school is just because it's really loud with all of the hard surfaces. I love the Roomba, but it is very, very loud if you don't have carpeted surfaces. So it was just really disruptive when the kids did school. But now that that's not as much of an issue, you are going to be seeing little Rosie running around through my cleaning videos a lot more often. So now I have the boys. They actually wanted to take a break outside and play with their squirt guns. So Nora and I took advantage of things being a little bit quieter. I also have Avali taking her nap, and we came in to clean up the office area. So this is where I've got the kids' school stuff and some of the craft supplies. Some of them are over in a closet that also needs my attention. I am not going to get to it today. You guys can probably expect that in the next couple of videos sometime. I do need to get into that closet and organize things, and I'm probably going to be moving a lot of this stuff into that closet as well. But for today, we just needed to come in and make sure that everything school-wise was kind of taken care of and wrapped up. And then I just needed to come in and get rid of all of the little paper scraps and the garbage all over the place, because these kids, like I said, they love their crafts, they love their activities, so there are always little scraps of garbage all over the place.
Thought we had it covered, was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh na na na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat, yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, now, no words no more, no. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. Yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. We keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, down, down. Baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. And now, no words no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. And now, no words no more, no. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more. We're done now, no words no more, no, no. Yeah.
All right, so I've mentioned before in my videos that I try to stay on top of the laundry by doing at least one load a day. Lately, it's been more than that. So I ran my clothes early this morning and I have those put away. And then right now, I just need to run a load of Avali's clothing. So my older kids, I got through their laundry yesterday, but I did want to get on hers because I'm probably gonna have to run a load of the older kids' clothes tomorrow. And I just don't want to get behind on them because, again, I'm awful about getting things put away. So now I'm coming into my bedroom and I'm just giving the area rugs a quick vacuum. I've talked to you guys before about what I love about this vacuum. This is the Dyson V10 Absolute, and this right here is one of the things. It has so many attachments. You can break it apart into a handheld vacuum, and you can use it as a cordless floor vacuum like I was. And the charge lasts forever, and it's extremely lightweight. So it is just so versatile. I love this thing so much, and you're gonna see me using it this way again later in the video to clean the stairs as well. Okay, so it's a little while later. As you can see, Avali is up from her nap and we are coming in to clean up the living room. We're usually in here cleaning a couple times a day just so that it doesn't get completely out of hand, because as you can imagine, it will very quickly. Most of the toys down here are Avali's, but the boys do get a little rambunctious and they will bring toys down from the playroom. Sometimes I will allow them to do that when Avali's sleeping just so they have more to play with. So we usually need to come in here and take care of the mess a few times a day, and most of the time the kids are really good about helping me in here. They tend to kind of make a game out of it, and they'll usually play with each other sort of while they're doing it, which is good and bad. It sometimes takes a while to clean up, but for the most part, it's not too bad getting through the living room.
And we both grew up in time, but everything's still on my mind.
And that spot that you're seeing on the rug, I actually completely missed it until quite a bit later. We were done filming and everything, and I asked the kids what that was. And Warren finally fessed up and confessed that he had gotten into the slime. So we have a little bit of slime on hand that they had gotten from a birthday party, actually, and he found one of the containers that was still sealed. It hadn't been opened yet. So the other day I opened it to let them play with it, and usually they're really good about staying in the kitchen and they stay on the countertops with it, but he confessed that he did bring it in here and it left that spot. So I have since then used the Bissell spot cleaner, the Pro Cleaner, to get that spot cleaned up. But it is here in this video because I completely missed it while we were cleaning. So Dane really wanted to vacuum today, which is why he's the one taking this responsibility. And I'm not too worried about him doing it. The floors weren't in like horrible condition because, of course, he's not quite 6 yet, so you can imagine his work is a little bit spotty, but he actually did a really good job with it. And Nora and Warren are helping me to wipe down the entertainment center, and as you saw earlier, the columns, as you can imagine, those have fingerprints on them all the time. So we're using the Caldrea countertop spray. This is the Rosewater Driftwood scent. And I will confess, I did this partly just to get the scent going throughout the house because I love this scent so much. I'm really not one for floral scents, but this one is so very pleasant and it lingers for so long. I really love the quality of the Caldrea scents. And this was just a day when I really wanted to have the really pretty smells going through the house. Again, it was just so nice to be done with school and kind of starting our summer routine. So I did a little bit extra wiping down with this scent today just because of that. Now we're going to go upstairs. So upstairs isn't actually that bad. I have been doing really well with staying on top of it the last few days, but the stairs I haven't gotten to. So they had quite a bit of debris on them that I needed to vacuum, and it's actually been a little while since I wiped them down as well. And these are a really solid wood set of stairs, so they're really, really good quality, and I do want to keep them in good condition. We are only renting this home, so I'm trying to take care of them because they're a gorgeous, gorgeous staircase. And right now we're using the Method Wood for Good cleaner on them. It just does a great job of conditioning the wood and gets it really shiny and clean. And Dane really wanted to help me with this as well, so he has the spray bottle and the rag for that.
The moment that I saw you, I knew that it was the bet that you felt the same. Standing here, I need to let you know. What if I had never let you go? Drunk and ended up at your place. That kind of love is not easy to find, babe. I haven't felt that since you went away.
So now we have the playroom cleaned up and we're just going to come into the boys' room really quick. It's actually not too bad. Like I said, I've been staying on top of their room a lot better than I have been in this last month. May was just a crazy, crazy busy month for us, and the beginning of June was a little bit nutty too. But now I have a lot more time. We don't have as many activities, and our life is a lot quieter. I'm able to get into more of a routine of coming in here daily and staying on top of helping the boys make their beds and make sure that they're not pulling out a whole bunch of laundry from their closet and there aren't clothes and hangers all over the place. So we just needed to come in here and straighten it up. And then I'm going to be going into Nora's room. So she's in there right now and she's cleaning up. And for the most part, her room stays pretty clean. She is 8 and she's pretty good at keeping everything clean. But as you can see, she is a little pack rat and she is so creative. Her brain is so very different than mine. I'm extremely tidy and organized and analytical, and she kind of is as well, but she's also very creative and a lot more artistic than I ever was as a kid. And just coming into her room and seeing all of this stuff, you can totally see that side of her coming out. And it was hilarious because we got done cleaning her room and she walked into it and it was all clean and empty. And she was like, oh my goodness, it just looks so boring now. And I'm like, what? It's nice and clean. And she goes, yeah, but now it looks really boring. So I don't know. She is definitely my kid in a lot of ways, but also not. So she has anything and everything. You can see all of her books were out of her bookshelf, and she has colored pencils up here and a coloring book, and she has some of her school books and her school pages up here because she does like to bring them up here and read like during quiet time, which I love that about her. She'll bring her science book and her history book up and she'll read during quiet time. So I do encourage it, but I just didn't realize that she had so much up here. All right, so at this point, Avali's laundry is through, and I've talked to you guys before about how I am really trying to stay on top of getting the laundry put away right when it comes out. So I'm doing that with her load. The older kiddos are downstairs having a snack, and they're gonna have some quiet time in a little bit. I'm gonna be putting Avi down for her nap as soon as I get her laundry put away. So I kept her up here just because she's kind of been snacking on and off all day. And as you can see, this is of course not easy. This is definitely trying to do things with a little toddler around. And I've talked before about how I will include her in things that I'm doing as much as I can. I mean, as long as it's not a complete disaster and she's hindering any sort of progress, I'll let her stay in here. And it's just kind of part of training her and teaching her the verbal commands of, you know, leaving things alone or no and thank you when she's trying to help, even if it's not really a help, you know, she's trying to put her laundry into her drawer and all that. I will still tell her thank you and encourage her in helping me out. So I've done this with my older kids and I have noticed really good success with it, even though it is very exhausting when they're kind of undoing everything you're doing and it takes twice as long, but it is still something that I like for her to do. Okay, so like I said, I am going to be putting her down for a nap as soon as I get her stuff put away and her room tidied up. I really appreciate you guys watching the video, and I hope you got a lot of great cleaning motivation from this. It is so exciting that we are starting our summer routine. Some of you are probably into it already, but I do hope this gave you some motivation for some summertime cleaning. And I just want to tell you all, thank you so much for all of the support you guys are showing my channel, watching my videos, subscribing to the channel. It's so much fun that so many of you are wanting to follow our little family along with what we're doing. And I enjoy getting to know you guys and talking with you guys in the comments. So thank you so much for all of the support from each and every one of you. None of it goes unnoticed. I do share with the kiddos when you guys give them compliments on what good helpers they are and all of that. So it really brightens my day as well as the kids' day. So thank you so very much, you guys. And if you aren't subscribed, definitely consider. I do share a lot of cleaning content, and I'd love to have you a part of our family. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I'll see you with my next video.